I'd like to greet all human beings all around the world. The universal greetings of peace and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter what your political, philosophical, personal, or religious beliefs may be. It doesn't matter whether you're the richest or the poorest person on the face of this earth. It doesn't matter if you're the proclaimed toughest to the proclaimed weakest person on the face of this earth. Doesn't matter if you're my family, friends, or my proclaimed enemies. It doesn't matter whether you like me, my YouTube videos, whether you give me a thumbs up, thumbs down, whether you criticize my videos, whether you give me comments, positive or negative. I greet all of you all with the same greetings of peace, universal greetings of peace, and the blessings of God be with you. Doesn't matter if you're light-skinned or dark-skinned. Today happened to be Sunday, April the 12th, 2020. Time being about 1:50 p.m. 2020, as I said before, is a time of the vision, time to change. You know, when I was a youngster in my early teens and pre-teens, I thought criminal activities and being, well, I didn't really know what ignorant was, but I was being ignorant. The Bible said when I was a child, I acted like a child. But once I became a man, I learned a lot, and I'm still learning now. First, I'd like to say happy 29th birthday to my oldest son, daughter, Melissa Torres. My son is black, his mother's black. My son's daughter is black. Her mother happened to be Mexican, a real nice female. Melissa Torres, I'd like to say happy 29th birthday, and may God bless you to see many more. You've seen this certain SUV just go past. I ain't gonna even say the name. They look for attention. It wasn't surprising because one of my neighbors, every time they see me loading up, car happen to come up and leave, and then here come some of the individuals, ignorant individuals in Charles, Missouri. But I don't know if the camera caught part of his SUV or not. It don't really matter. They come back and forth, go slow, look, said, I wonder if he videoing them. But no, I ain't even paying no attention. But I'd like to say happy blessed birthday to my oldest grandchild, and may God bless her to see many more. I like to say we saying prayers all around the world for everybody. I still, even though my child was admitted in the hospital in critical condition with pneumonia, I still took time to think about others. You know, we praying for the young girl, I believe was 7 years old. I believe it was in somewhere in the St. Louis area, when an 18-year-old had a shootout with 3 other individuals. The 18-year-old got shot, and I believe the 7-year-old was killed, shot in a house. The same thing happened in Chicago not too long ago. Praying for the second police officer in Chicago, Illinois, who died of the coronavirus. Praying for anybody else that died of the coronavirus and had the coronavirus. I thank God when my daughter was in when we admitted her to the hospital Friday, about 2 or 3 or 4 o'clock in the morning, on April the 10th, I didn't actually know that she was in the coronavirus unit, but she was free from that last night, about 10-something last night. I was asleep. She texted me. She didn't want to wake me up, but she told my younger daughter, when I did wake up, my younger daughter told me that they moved her, but she didn't know why. But I found out that they moved her because all the tests came back negative as far as coronavirus. I thank God. Thank for all of those you all praying and prayed for me. You know, I even thank the 2 brothers. Even though we've been in somewhat of a war, but we never shot at each other, never killed each other, never killed each other's family. Leonard Corbett and Keith Walker, for the positive comments that you made. And Mikey Jones and John Cole. You know, I still even pray for y'all because it's got a lot of ignorant people in the world. You know, Mikey, one day that you might wake up the way you making a joke of the death of my sister and the condition of my daughter. The same with you, John Cole. As far as you asking me about whether I had the letter fingerprinted, no, you know the police ain't gonna do nothing for me. You know they're gonna let y'all do what y'all want to do, but God is my protector. Keith Walker, let me take you back over here, brother. You notice I called you brother. We ain't calling each other nothing else. You was asking me how did I keep these Indians so clean. This one here I got out of Kentucky, December of 2017. Matter of fact, we was blessed. You probably would cost it. It's fully loaded, 3-row seater, television and everything in it, OnStar and all that. It would actually be close to a $15,000 vehicle, but at Larry Snowball's in Paducah, Kentucky, you know, it's a new dealership, but they have used vehicles. This to them was trash, but to me it was treasure. You know, but they wanted $69.99. I had it, but I told them I didn't. I gave them my phone number and told them if you get something a little cheaper, let me know. And they told me I knew what they told me. We wasn't gonna get nothing cheaper than that. But anyway, they called me back the next day and they said they got an in-house sale for me. And I said, what is your in-house sale? He said, you know, we got a vehicle for you. I said, well, you know, I can't afford what y'all talking about. And he told me that same vehicle, and you know this is God, those that believe in God, this same vehicle right here, $39.99. We done been in Chicago in about 30-something times. It take 2 type of fuel, E85 and regular. Now, you asked me about, you know, I'm running my mouth. You asked me how I keep it so clean. It was actually clean when I got it. It had a new battery, Allstate, whatever it was, but it finally, after a couple of years, went bad. So I went to Walmart where I normally get my batteries and got another one. But what I do is, when it do get kind of dusty, when I say dusty, it don't get too much dirtier than this. I go to the car wash. A lot of people don't do it. And take and put that power pressure. I go to the bird bath. All right now. Y'all notice people blowing by and not cussing me out, saying F you Raymond or nothing like that. That's God. But anyway, I steam clean it at the bird bath because 2 reasons. I'm a stingy person. The bird bath only costs $1 and they have hot water. In case you have 2 car washes, they $2 and they don't even have hot water. But that's how I keep this clean. This here, I bought from one of my elder neighbors. They done upgraded it. I mean, it's clean too. I do the same thing with this here. You know, I steam clean it. You hear how they sound? They ride just like they sound. But I just want to say another thing. You know, I accept anybody's apologies. And if I said something about anything that I know that God didn't want me to say, I apologize to everybody. But I love to have ignorant individuals like the individual name that's using the name Mikey Jones. You know, 2 things about cowards I learned a long time ago when I came down south. You see, the Klan wasn't too deep up north because, you know, the people up north were did like Malcolm said when I admired, he said, admired Martin, but he said, ain't gonna let nobody put no water hoses or no dogs or no billy clubs on me. Malcolm said, you hit me in my jaw, I'm gonna try to break your neck. Up north, we didn't go for that. I know some of you down south didn't either, but as far as down south, Mikey, you know, people like you and John Cole that hide your identities, that's what the Klan did. Still do. They put the sheets on their shoulders and hoods on their heads. I'm looking forward for your thumbs down too. But you see, I know you're mad. I can see you upset at Keith and Keith Walker and Leonard Corbett because you saying they let the rope loose, you know, but you keeping every word you said. God, hear what you're saying. You see what I'm saying? You talking about a rope loose. That sound like something a Klan to say. Rope loose. But you know one thing about it? I ain't gonna let it bother me. You keep on. Me and my grandchildren and my daughters and them say, we welcome your thumbs down. But I wanted to give y'all a report today. They moved about 10:30 last night. They moved my daughter from the Corbett thing because she's Corbett free. about last night, about 10 something. And they took her x-rays again today. She wanted to come home, but her lungs, the one I told you that the all left one was all white. Now she sent me pictures. Her doctor let me send pictures because they just took some more x-rays today. And it's clearing up. Thanks to y'all prayers. Yours, Leonard. Yours, Keith. Even you, Mikey, that don't care. Even you, John. John Cole, that don't care. And anybody else that don't care. But see, God don't care whether you care or not. God cares. You see what I'm saying? God is in control. One thing about me and my critics, see, I'm a 62-year-old man in excellent health. Mentally, spiritually, you see what I'm saying? Educationally, and financially, all right. Keep wondering where my finance come. When you get to wondering too much, go to the IRS and see if I'm doing anything illegal. See, I'm going to tell you what the IRS going to tell you. Raymond Ivy happened to be an ambassador of God. Raymond Lewis Ivy. Get it all right. That's L-O-U-I-S, not L-E-W-I-S. You see what I'm saying? Remember I told you I taught ABE in prison and out. Adult basic education. But anyway, the IRS going to tell you that Raymond Ivy happened to be an ambassador of Jesus Christ, dispatched any place on the face of this earth to help out anybody that need help, no matter what their nationality, no matter what their race is, no matter what their economical status is. He going to tell you the righteous have never been forsaken, nor have they seen beg for bread. You hear that motor? Keith, that's how my heart and my lungs, not Keith, apologize, Keith. I do that too, Keith. Mikey Jones and John Cole. You hear how that engine sound? Sounds good. It don't sound nothing like your comments. But I told you I'll give you some education for free because you do need it. And my daughter said they praying for you too. Even the one that's in the hospital, Queen said, keep them thumbs down going so my poppy can keep running his mouth. Because you will get tired before he would. What God gonna do with you, Mikey Jones and John Cole, what I'm finna do to this trash right now. I'm finna take it and put it in another dumpster. I don't even want it in my dumpster. Peace, be still.